I had been looking forward to my birthday all week. Not because birthdays were inherently special to me, but because I had a plan this year. A quiet celebration at home with just my husband, Mark, and my sister, Rachel. I wanted something simple, intimate, laughter, cake, maybe a little wine, and nothing more. I didn't expect chaos, betrayal, or heartbreak. The evening began innocently enough. Mark greeted me with a warm hug and a kiss, smiling as if nothing could touch us. Rachel arrived shortly after, carrying a small gift with a mischievous grin. We sat in the living room, candles flickering, soft music playing in the background. Everything seemed normal, too normal. Then Rachel dropped the first clue, though at the time, I didn't know it. "So, I have some news," she said casually, as if announcing she had finally finished a puzzle she'd been working on. "Big news." I smiled, assuming it was something trivial. Maybe she got a promotion, or maybe she was moving into a new apartment. "What is it?" I asked, laughing. "Did you finally adopt a cat?" Rachel shook her head, her smile faltering slightly, replaced by a strange tension I couldn't place. "Notes. I'm pregnant." My heart leaped, not with joy but with curiosity. "Congratulations," I said carefully, masking the surprise. "That's amazing news. Who's the father?" Rachel froze, and the air seemed to thicken. She looked at Mark, then back at me, hesitation written across her face. I laughed nervously, trying to break the tension. "Who is it? I mean, obviously someone important, right?" Then she said it. The words hit me like a punch to the stomach, knocking the air out of me. "It's Mark." Time seemed to stop. My vision blurred. The candles flickered, the soft music became distorted, and the world around me tilted on its axis. I must have misheard. I wanted to mishear. I even whispered, "You're joking." Rachel's eyes were wide, unflinching, almost cruel in their certainty. "I'm not joking. He's the father." Mark opened his mouth, perhaps to explain, perhaps to deny, but no words could undo the devastation. The man I had trusted, loved, married, my husband, had betrayed me in the worst way imaginable. And the woman I had called my sister, my family, my confidant, had chosen this exact moment, my birthday, to reveal it. I felt 1,000 emotions at once: shock, anger, disbelief, humiliation. My hands trembled, my knees weak, and yet a cold clarity settled over me. I couldn't scream. I couldn't cry. Not yet. I needed to understand, to process, to see the truth in front of me. "Why?" I finally whispered, my voice barely audible. "Why would you do this?" Rachel didn't answer immediately. She avoided my gaze, fiddling with the edge of her sweater. Mark stepped closer, guilt written across his face, and for the first time, I saw the man behind the betrayal. The coward, the liar, the man who had destroyed everything we had built. "I didn't mean for it to happen," Mark said finally, his voice shaky. It started months ago. I tried to stop it, I swear." I shook my head violently. "Stop it? You call this trying to stop it? You, both of you, cheated on me. With each other." Rachel looked at me then, her expression unreadable. "I didn't plan it for your birthday," she said softly, almost a whisper. "It just happened. I thought you should know." The room spun. I felt like I was underwater, struggling to breathe. How could I face them? How could I even speak? The betrayal wasn't just physical, it was emotional, psychological. My sister had invaded my life, my marriage, and my trust. My husband had violated every vow he had ever made. And they had done it together, hiding it, lying to me, laughing in secrecy while I remained oblivious. I left the living room, my body moving on autopilot. I needed air, space, something to remind me that I still existed outside this nightmare. In the kitchen, I poured a glass of wine, my hands shaking, tears blurring my vision. Every thought was a dagger. Every memory of Mark, of Rachel, now poisoned by this revelation. When I returned to the living room, I found them sitting together, almost comfortably, as if the weight of their betrayal wasn't crushing them. The audacity was staggering. I realized then that this moment, my birthday, had been their stage, my suffering their spectacle. "I need time," I said finally, my voice trembling but firm. I can't be around either of you right now. I need space." Mark tried to approach me, but I held up my hand. Don't, I said. Not tonight. Not ever, not like this. Rachel's face paled, her confidence faltering. Please, we can fix this, she said, but I shook my head. No. Nothing can fix this. That night, I slept in the guest room. I couldn't bear the sight of them, couldn't breathe in the same space. And in the silence of that room, I realized something crucial. Betrayal like this changes you. It leaves scars that don't fade, trust that can never be rebuilt, and a life that can never go back to the way it was. By morning, I had made a decision. I couldn't stay in a marriage built on deceit. I couldn't remain in a family that had turned against me. Mark and Rachel would have to face the consequences of their actions. And I would reclaim my life, my dignity, my future, without them. As I packed my things, leaving the home I had once loved so dearly, I felt a strange mixture of sorrow and relief. The betrayal had been devastating, yes, but it had also awakened a strength I didn't know I possessed. I would survive this. I would rebuild. And one day, they would see what they had destroyed. But for now, I drove away, the city lights fading behind me, leaving the ruins of my marriage and my trust in the rearview mirror. My birthday, once a celebration, had become a reckoning. And I had emerged from it with clarity, resolve, and a vow. I would never let anyone, husband or sister, destroy me again.